I want to talk about exercise and like stretching, yoga, Pilates, just any kind of physical movement. Now, I've had these goals for a long time that I want to get toned. I want to, get my body in a little bit different shape than it is right now. And one of the biggest struggles I've had, like I could do spiritual work all day, I could journal, meditate, all the shifting energy, movements, emotional, all that stuff. But when it comes to moving my body, damn, that's been a challenge. But I am starting to get some consistency with it. I think really where the inconsistency came for me is when you're spending a lot of time moving through heavy things, it's like kind of hard to find motivation to move. And which it's ironic because moving is probably what you need the most to get things going through your system. But now, the last couple weeks, I've been walking 5 days a week for 40 minutes. And then the last week, I just now added pelvic Pilates because my arms are pretty darn strong, lifting things, boxes, clothes, toys, whatever. It's pretty natural for me to be lifting things. But my knees, my thighs, and my hips, and lower back, I've always known it needed a little bit extra movement, and I hadn't really been giving them that till recently. And so I have a feeling that that's really going to help amplify the energy that I'm processing and going through as I, do my stretching growth with coaching. Because, we store a lot of emotional baggage and, fear and anxiety and not feeling safe and, not being stable in the root and the sacral chakras. And that's the hips, the legs, knees, lower back. And so I've been feeling things moving around a lot easier in there, and it feels so good. I don't know if you can relate with the exercise thing, but especially coming out from winter, like you're spending a lot of time on the couch watching TV, everybody's slower usually, but then coming out I'm like, oh, I gotta start moving. It's springtime, it's better weather, and there's activities and camping and going and doing a bunch of stuff outside, and so it's like it's time to jumpstart your system and get things moving. But if you're a person who struggles with that, I strongly advise that you pray on it, meditate on it, journal on it, whatever you need to do to get yourself to jump in on it. It's been a long time coming for me, but I'm finally in on it, and I feel like since I've got the momentum, it would be easy to just continue it. But just getting those first couple steps to take, leap and do that is big. And I'm only doing pelvic Pilates for like 15 minutes a day, and I'm already feeling just how much energy moves through that area now. It's a lot less sluggish. I'm feeling more grounded. What are the other effects? I feel like emotional feelings and experiences move through me with a lot more ease. Like, things don't get sticky when I'm feeling my emotions now. Like, before it felt like emotional experiences kind of hung around, and it kind of felt like it weighed heavy in, my hip area, my legs, my lower back. And now it feels like some momentum moving there, things are going, so things move through a lot easier now that I'm getting the energy moving there on a daily basis. And, you know, the body parts are starting to move more freely than they were. Like, I don't know what it was. I just couldn't, for a long time, I couldn't get myself to move and do something consistent for that part of my body. I just, like, zero motivation, zero confidence, and like drive to do it until I was working through something like a week or two ago, and it's just like this urge of like, you need to move those parts of your body. This is part of the healing. Do it now. And so I did it. And it's, you know, it's tough. You know, I feel the burn in my knees, my thighs, my hips, my lower back, but it feels more freeing. It feels more liberating. It feels good to get those spots moving, get the flow going, get the freshness going. You know, when you go for a walk and you've expelled that energy, you feel a lot lighter, you feel a lot more inspired, endorphins release when you know, exercise. So there's a lot of beautiful benefits of that. But for people especially that are on their spiritual awakened path and doing all the work, the healings, the upgrades, the, you know, continually stretching and growing, movement and exercise is a big deal, especially for people maybe similar to me, maybe water signs, that tend to just bog down. And that's not good for the creative flow. That's not just good for the flow at all. I'm finding that I'm able to stay in the flow better with the energy moving there too, you know, you know. And I look forward to seeing what other beautiful surprises come from that, because I know there will be. Once I start getting more and more time of walking and doing the pelvic exercises on a daily basis, I bet that will change a lot of things for me. And for you too, if you're wanting to do that. If you're waiting for somebody to poke you and get you to do some exercise, this is your sign. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Get your booty, move in any way you can or want to that feels good. Even if it's just walking. Seriously, for me to start a new habit and get motivated, I really gotta start with the most simplest, easiest thing and get accustomed to that. And then once I'm accustomed to that, I can move up to something else. But I take the guesswork out for myself. I make it the easiest, bare minimum thing that I feel like I possibly can do. And I do it, and I create a habit out of it. And then from there, I can turn it into anything. Because once the momentum's there and it's a daily ritual, it's not that hard anymore. It's just the initial go to get you there that is really sometimes the push that is needed. Anyways, thanks for coming by and listening to what I got to say and receiving whatever message you might have received here. Till the next video, love and laughter.